Hello everyone, Jasmine here. Today I will be doing somewhat of a makeup tutorial and a review on the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation. I'll also be reviewing the Jouer Blush Duo, and I also have a new Fenty lip paint. So please hit the subscribe button. It's in the lower corner. We ask that you do that because it really helps us out and helps us to be able to provide you with more videos and better content. So just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is go on with my moisturizer by the Ordinary with vitamin C, and then I'm going to go on with my Smashbox moisturizing primer. Okay, so now that I'm all hydrated, next I'm going to go in with the foundation. That equates to, but we'll see. It feels like I'm putting nothing on my skin. Maybe like it feels kind of like it's very light, like a light oil. It's got a very natural finish to it to be matte. Very natural. We'll see if it oxidizes a little bit. Looks a little light on this side for some reason. We'll see. Hopefully it oxidizes a little bit. And as I put this on, I'm just kind of now pushing it into the skin. And it's melting like right into the skin, which is pretty good. Very nice. So this is what we're looking like. Hourglass. I'm going to go on with my Hourglass concealer, and this is in the shade Dune. So concealer is meant to hide bags, dark spots on your face. It can also be used to highlight, which is what I'm using it for. As you can see, usually when you use it for dark spots, you put it on before your foundation, cover up any darkness, and then you go in and you put your foundation on. Right now, I'm just bringing it to putting it on to highlight, and where you put it, it's going to be in the areas where natural light hits the face. So those are the parts that you want to highlight. And this brush is just a NYX, the slanter brush. I don't know the name of it. It just says NYX Professional Brush. Alright, so now that I've got that blended all out, I hope. Okay, I'm going to go in with my contour, and all I use is the Superstay, this is the Superstay foundation stick. Superstay foundation stick in the shade Mocha, 360 Mocha. I don't really like a heavy contour, so that's all I do right there. Go in and blend that out. And you you want to contour right up underneath the cheekbone, and it like lifts the face and lifts the cheekbone. I already have a natural contour, so I just go in where my natural contour is, and you can find your cheekbone by sucking in like that. So sometimes you can go in and contour around the forehead area, anywhere where you want to create a shadow. Okay, and so for the powder, this is bronzer. I'm going to go in and bronze my face up just a little bit. This will bring color back to your face after you put the foundation on and the highlight or the concealer. Oh, I'm sorry, what I'm using is the Fenty Bajan Gyal, the Fenty bronzer. It's the Stalker bronzer. Okay, and then so after that, I'm gonna go on with the blush. So today I am trying the Jouer blush bouquet in rose gold. It's a blush trio, and it has the two shades. It's called blush bouquet, and it's called rose gold, and it has the two shades marigold and rose petal. So I have the little sample package, which was still like $23, but because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. We cannot swatch anything, obviously, right now during COVID, so I just bought a sample. Let's see what that looks. Oh, not too bad. I'm using. Ooh, that's a little much for me. Yeah, that's a little too much for me. I'm not really a blush person. I don't really like blush. I honestly just started wearing it not too long ago. I went in with the darker shade, which was a mistake, the marigold. I'm gonna go over it with the lighter shade and see what that looks like. Yeah, that lightened it up a little bit. I'm just gonna go in with my foundation brush or concealer brush, whatever, and just kind of calm that down a little bit. There you go. I like that a lot better. So I'm gonna go on my good old faithful Mercier setting powder in the shade Translucent. And what you want to do is set up underneath the eyes, anywhere where you put contour. This shade can be used for any skin tone, white skin tones to very dark skin tones. Laura Mercier, it's translucent. It goes on light, but it will settle into the skin. So. Okay, and I just take whatever's left over, and I'm going in with the Pawpaw sponge. This is, I love these sponges. They're so, this one's a little dirty. I washed it, but it didn't come too clean. But this is the Pawpaw sponge. It is by AOA or Shop Miss A. Believe it or not, these sponges are only $1.55. And 55 cents of that goes to charity, so I love these sponges better than any. I've had beauty blenders, I've had the Real Technique sponges, I've had the one from Target, I can't think of the name of her, but this is by far the best one. It is so soft, and it gets so big. When you wet it, it gets really large. $1.55. So I actually just went and bought like a whole, I have this, you can buy in a pack. I think I paid $8 for 6 sponges. So, pretty good. Anyway, next I'm going to go in with a highlighter. I don't know what, you know what, I'm just going to use a very subtle highlighter. I'm going to use the highlighter that came in the Becca and Kloe, the Becca, Kloe, and what's her name, Malika palette, the darker one, the Malika one. I know a lot of people were complaining about this because that dark shade is not very dark at all, and I don't know very many black women that's going to be able to contour with this. Like, I'll just show you. It barely shows up on me. So If you're darker than me, it probably won't do anything. I don't even know if you can see that, but look at that. So yeah, I don't know what Becca was thinking about with that one, but okay. So next I'm going to go in with the highlighter, and that's going to be, I like the highlighter because it's very subtle. I don't like bright, out there makeup. I like very subtle, very soft, very natural, and so that's why, you know, my blush, I just like a pop of color on my cheeks. So, and then the highlight, same thing. I'm just going to go in and kind of, you probably can't even see that. I can see it off camera, but you see, and it's very subtle, and it just gives the skin a very dewy, healthy appearance. So I like that highlight. Another good one is Champagne Pop, because it goes on like this and you can build it up. So yeah, and I'm just going to take a little bit and put it down my nose. And I normally don't contour my nose, but I'm just going to do it just for the sake of the video. So what you want to do is you want to take a very thin brush. So you want to take a very thin brush. This is one by Juvia's Place. I love their brushes. They have some really good brushes. I just try to wait till they go on sale to get them, but this is the J6 Buffer eyeshadow brush. You probably want to take one that's a little bit, see, this one's more round, a little bit flatter to get a better contour for the nose, but I'm going to go ahead and just use the Fenty Bajan Gyal bronzer. You don't want to use a really dark bronzer because you don't want those strips going down your nose. But I'm just going to take it. You want to take it from your eye, the end of your eyebrow, and just kind of go down like right on the side of the center of your nose. This one is very subtle, so I don't even know if you can tell that I'm even doing anything here, but I can see it off camera. So yeah, and what that does is bring a shadow here and then here. And I'll do another video on contouring, and so if you want to bring your nose in, what you want to do is take your concealer. I stopped mine kind of about right there, but if you're trying to thin the nose, you want to bring it up a little bit higher and contour down. Bring your concealer here, contour down, and then you want to kind of bake right here with your setting powder. Let it sit so that this area is lighter, and then you want to go in right here with the darker shade right here, okay, and then a lighter shade. So light, dark here, and then light here. That'll bring the nose out and in, if that makes sense. So it'll kind of thin the nose out a little bit and give you some shape to your nose. And there's my phone. Alright, so next I'm going to go in and do my brows, and I'm going to use a very inexpensive eyebrow pencil. What is this called? It's the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. It's a teeny tiny, they have one that's larger, of course, but this is the tiny one, and it helps you kind of make brush strokes. This is the end of it. It has like a spoolie on the end of it, and so you want to just brush your hairs up. Okay, and then, okay, so you want to take it and you want to outline the top of your brow, and go down to the tail, and then you want to go across the bottom of the brow, outline the bottom, rather, go across, and then you can just make tiny hairs and fill it in. Don't go in too heavy, and do not use black. You want to use a brown, just the lightest brown that you can use that will show up, okay, and that'll make it look more natural. You don't want to go in with a really dark color. I think this one is in the shade dark brown. I had another one, it was in Java, and it was way too dark for me. Yeah, this one's in the shade Mocha, so this one's much better. Okay, so then just go in and fill that in where your tail is. So after you have created the shape, I have not got my brows done in ages for obvious reasons. So I've got little hairs down here and on top. So what you want to do to go in and clean up any mistakes you made, this will help you clean it up. You want to go in with a concealer that's really close to the same shade as your foundation, okay? Okay, and then you want to go in cover up those hairs and outline. Okay, this is actually darker than my skin. The Dune that I used. Yeah, try this. Okay, that's better. Okay, and then go in and blend that out, the edges of it, so that it just blends right on in. I'm going to try to get rid of that dark line I made with that foundation. Try to get rid of that dark line I made with the concealer. That's too dark. So, go back over it. The lighter shade here. Much better. Now guys, if you wear eyeshadow, I don't typically wear eyeshadow because I have hooded eyes. Meaning, you see this fold? If I close my eye, you can see my whole eyelid. But as I open my eye, the hood comes down and it covers. So no matter what I do down here, when I open my eyes, it disappears. The eyeshadow disappears. So I mean, there's a lot of ways you can wear eyeshadow for hooded eyes. I just haven't figured out a way that works for me that I typically like. So what I would do, like if I wanted to go in with a shadow, I just use one shade that's really close to my skin color, and I really like this one. This is in the Butter London. This is the Butter London eyeshadow palette that I got from BoxyCharm, and they have a shade called Queen. They have some actually beautiful shades in here. This one right here. So I'm going to go in and just lightly dust that over my eye. Okay, and if you're wondering what lashes these are, I need to take them off and replace them. But this is these are the, what are they? 614 in the Salon Perfect. I think that's the brand. You can get it at Walmart or Walgreens or Ulta. It's the Salon Perfect. Lashes in the style number is 614. So next I'm going to go in and do my lip. I'm going to go in with my good old faithful Wet n Wild in 662D. Excuse me. And it's called Don't Be a Prune. So I'm going to overline just a bit. Smudge it in so that you don't have that dark line of demarcation. Don't use black, guys, and don't use an extremely dark brown, especially if you're going to go in with a lighter color, because it's, no matter how much you smudge it, it's going to look like you have a black line and some lipstick inside. It's just, you know, that 80s look. Okay. What shade? I bought a new, oh, you know what? I wish I hadn't used that liner. Not that one anyway. I bought yesterday from Sephora the Fenty lip, what is this called? The Fenty lip paint. Stunna lip paint. That's what it's called. Stunna lip paint. And I got the shade Uncuffed. Love this shade. I typically wear nude shades or just glosses, but I hardly ever wear color. So this is a little new for me, but I love this shade. It's so pretty. Such a pretty shade. From my understanding, it dries matte, and this is what it looks like. Very pretty. So that's that. Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncuffed. So that pretty much completes my look. I'm gonna go in with, oh, no it doesn't. I didn't do my liner, so I don't use an eyeliner because it just looks too harsh. And I like to go in with a powder. You can actually use any color powder. Let me show you. I typically go in with this dark brown in the same palette. Any dark shade that's darker than your skin, it's gonna make that that line look much softer than going in with a liner. So what you want to do is, oh, I wanted to show you that you can use any color. So instead of using a dark brown right now, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. And again, this can be any palette. It doesn't have to be, you know, it can be a cheap Walmart palette, a drugstore palette. So I'm going to go on with the darkest shade, which is this one right here. I don't know what this shade is called, but yeah. So I'm going to go on with that shade. And I'm just going to lightly go across my eye. You see that? It's a more natural, okay, and then I'll go in the other side. And see, this is not even brown, it's like a deep burgundy shade. It's a really deep burgundy shade. So any deep shade, whether it be blue, brown, burgundy, green, just an extremely dark shade will do, depending on what, you know, your lips are. But I'm going to go in and go over it with this dark brown. Just because I already have red in one of my eyes from, I don't know what, I need to go to the doctor because that keeps happening. It's like my eye, has a, I forgot, I looked it up and it said it's harmless, but it's very scary because it looks like your eye's actually bleeding. Which I think it is. Like, I think it's a blood vessel or something inside the eye. It's this eye right here on the edge, if you can see that. So if anybody knows what that's from or a way to prevent that, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, it happens every now and again and I have no idea why, and I did some research and it doesn't really say why. It just says, oh, it's harmless, it'll go away. So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe illuminating, no, it says luminous setting spray. It says it's an illuminator. So I just go in to just kind of step my makeup in. Especially, don't worry guys, after you put, you know, all those powders on your face, sometimes you can it'll make you look powdery and kind of dry. So that's what this is for. It'll just melt everything in and bring your skin back to a fresh, skin-like look, and you can just go in, okay, until your skin looks like actual skin again, and not powdery. So that works pretty good. Now, depending on where you're going, if you just need your makeup on for a couple hours, this is it. You can stop here. But if you want your makeup to last all day, not budge at all, this right here is the it's the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. It's the regular one. It's the regular one. I know they have like a matte one and I think some other kind, and people are saying no. This one's the one you need, not the other one. So I don't know. I just know this is the only one I've used, and when I wear this, my makeup will last all day, and at the end of the day, it will look just like this. Like nothing moves. So very good setting spray. It's the best one I've ever bought. This is a sample size. It was like, I don't know, maybe $15, and this is 10 ounces. And it says 16-hour wear, and I can guarantee you that's about accurate. So this is the final look, and I will be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so this is the final look. If you're wondering, if you want to know about this hair, I will leave some information in the description. I am actually starting my own hair company again. I had one about 10 years ago. Lace fronts weren't even out. I was actually one of the first companies who started making lace fronts. That was back in probably 2005. Yeah. So people weren't really wearing lace fronts back then, and so we kind of started that whole trend. But yeah, so I am trying different manufacturers because I want my units to have the best texture, the best curl patterns, the best, so I'm testing out every lace type, I'm testing out curl patterns, the textures, durability, shedding. I don't want my customers to have to bleach knots and pluck hairlines and do all this extra stuff. I want them to come pre-colored if you want color, so you don't have to get the units and bleach them, and you know, we will be able to customize them for you. So I want you to just be able to take it out the package and put it on your head. So that's it. And what I look for in a good textured hair is you should be able to take your unit and wet it. This one's kind of sprayed down somewhat. You should be able to comb through it with a fine tooth comb, okay? You see how tiny this comb is? You should be able to comb straight through it, okay? You should be able to, I don't have any product in this, just water, okay? You should be able to finger coil it, okay? And then scrunch it, okay? And get a more natural curl than the crinkly look. And I like to go in and finger coil my curls. But that just lets you know it's a very good, very soft texture hair. Just kind of like baby hair. You can take it and finger coil it. I want my units to have that same really pretty, very soft texture. Unless, of course, you want a kinkier texture, or maybe a straight, a kinky straight type of unit. We'll have those available too. So right now I'm just in the testing phases to make sure that the manufacturer gets exactly what I want the way I want it, so that you guys will be satisfied. But yes, that's the end of this tutorial, and I will actually come back and I'll let you know how this makeup look, how this foundation actually wore. But as of now, I love it. I think it's really beautiful. It has a very natural finish to it. Just very, very skin-like. I'm shocked because it's a matte foundation and I have a normal to dry skin type, and it's actually looking very good. It doesn't look cakey or dry or patchy. So I will come back and let you know how this works out. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so it has been a few hours, and again, this is the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation, and this is what my face is looking like. Still pretty clear, still pretty clean, no creasing surprisingly, and I usually always get creasing, so that's pretty good. Makeup is still there, and again, I did not use the all-nighter spray, which will make your makeup last for hours. I did not use that spray, so it's hanging in there, and I like it. It's still looking pretty good.